let's talk about other musicians in general and how much they might be earning monthly. For musicians, there are multiple income streams for them. Once a song is out there and well received by the audience, money starts trickling in from every single angle. Talk of YouTube, Spotify streams, event gigs, Skiza tunes, and of course the game changer for them is normally brand endorsement. That's about 4 to 5 solid streams of income from just a single song. So for a Kenyan musician at their peak, earning at least 500,000 Kenyan shillings per month is the bare minimum. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Vernacular musicians like Prince Indah or even Samido are some of the real kings of this game, and that's because they dominate their regions and face very little competition. I mean, they can always perform all over the country, bearing in mind that their ethnic communities are also spread across Kenya, because you'll definitely find a Luo in Nairobi or even Mombasa, Nakuru and Eldoret, meaning that Prince Indah's market, for example, is not concentrated, unlike other mainstream artists who will in most cases have their market centralized in urban areas. That's why it's no surprise when these vernacular musicians stay fully booked, sometimes even for a consecutive 3 months. And remember, we haven't even added online streams and brand endorsements to the endless gigs. By that rough calculation, it's easy to see how Prince Indah could pull in over 2 million shillings every month just from performing on stage. Listen to this. For one show alone, he charges nothing less than 300,000 shillings. And with 2 to 3 shows every week, I mean, the math speaks for itself. And a bit of that also applies to other mainstream musicians. They have shows every weekends, continuous online streams, endorsements from brands, and so on. And the cycle continues like that, as long as they stay relevant. And remember, as I said earlier, that being a financially successful musician is not just about releasing hit songs every other time. Branding can sometimes pay even more. For instance, rapper King Kaka, at his peak, had over 10 major brands that he was advertising for.
Okay, first of all, able to hesabu.
Hey.
Ni akina nani una work now?
So ITEL,
brand
ambassador.
Okay.
Sportsbet.io. Alafu kuna Beat Casino, brand ambassador. Base.
Okay.
Dent Mind.
Huh?
Now do the math. Even if each brand paid him just 300,000 shillings monthly, that's already over 3 million before he even steps on stage. So when you see Calligraph building a multi-million mansion, and don't be too quick to question his source of income, the numbers actually add up. But of course it wasn't always glamorous like this. A generation of musicians had to crawl so this generation could walk. As recently as 15 years ago, musicians only relied on selling CDs to monetize their art, and that market was deeply destroyed by piracy. So what musicians had left for serious income generation then was only event gigs, which was also marred by a lot of gatekeeping. But then came the digital era, which entirely flipped the script, opening up multiple revenue streams that today make Kenyan musicians some of the most bankable entertainers in the region.